If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%.
As that thing was just explaining to us, our most pressing concern at the moment is the possibility of the Aurora's drive core exploding. So we'll have to watch out for that. While we're up here as well, you'll notice that this planet, this large planet that we're either orbiting or it's orbiting us, that travels around in this direction here, going around like that, and you'll see there's an Earth-like moon there. That's actually going to be replaced by something else during the development of this game, but we don't know what that is yet. And so with that planet going around here, the sun rising from over there as it is right now, and going up over our heads and setting directly behind us, there are 2 points during the day where it's possible to get an eclipse. If that planet had been a little bit further back there, when that sun had started rising, then we would have seen an eclipse today. But we're not going to see one today, at least not in the morning. You could possibly see one in the evening if that planet happens to be round about there when the sun is on the other side. So now that it's light again, let's first deal with the things that we need to deal with in here. If I go to equipment now, we'll now be able to make O2 tanks. And I want to make 3 of them, so that will give us plenty of oxygen for diving down underneath the water. And hopefully no more near drowning incidents. And let's get the medical kit as well. It's good to keep on collecting those on a regular basis so that you don't find yourself in a situation where you really need one and you haven't got one because you've collected it already and then you've gone out and immediately got yourself munched by a stalker. Oh, crash fish there. Did I think... Oh, I actually set that one off. Oh god. That's awful, a crash fish being so close to us here. Anyway, let's get a few more things. What we need to do now is we need to find lots more copper. Copper's used for creating batteries, and we're going to need lots of batteries for various things. I'll explain as we actually go to make them. And I'm just collecting a little bit more quartz as well for any glass that we need to make. I'm not going to collect any more titanium now because that uses up a lot of room in our inventory. I'm going to keep an eye open exclusively now for copper. And as I explained earlier, you find those in the little deposits, the little rocky outcrops. And I think we're coming up to loads here. Yeah, we've got some inside this kind of large bit of coral and some over the top. I'll get the bits over the top first. Okay. Yep, that was another bit. We can carry 9, 10, sorry, 6, 7, 8, 9 more bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now our inventory should be completely full again. Let's go back to the escape pod. Now the other thing that we need to make the batteries from these copper is we need acid mushrooms. Those are those things here. But because those are easy to find, we can go out and get all the acid mushrooms that we'll need in one go. And that will save a little bit of time. Okay, we're back. Now, we turn our scrap metal into titanium again. We'll turn all that quartz into glass. How much did I get? Just that amount. And now, we should be able to make a few more things again. We can make the survival knife. That's a very basic defensive tool, and we can also use it for cutting samples of various things. Now, what else can we make? So I just need to have a look here. For other things that we need to make, we need magnesium. Yeah, let's do that now. 3 salt make 1 magnesium. That's the other thing that you use salt for. But you only ever really need 1 magnesium, as far as I know. But with that magnesium and the other things, we can now make the welder. And that's really nice to have, as I'll demonstrate now. What I can do is that I can fix this thing here. And now we've got light again. That makes it a little bit nicer in here. And the other thing that we've got in here that we can repair is this communicator. So let's do that now.
Broadcasting. Emergency distress signal. A new message has arrived.
Okay, it sent an emergency distress signal when I repaired that thing, and it's already received a reply. Let's hear what it is.
This is an automated bounce back from the Aurora mining vessel. Your distress signal has been received. An emergency relief team will be dispatched to your location. Estimated arrival time 99999 hours.
The distress signal just went to the Aurora, which is, as we covered already, is that thing lying there. So, as that correctly said, we can't expect a rescue from that anytime soon.
Radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%. Advise observing a 1 kilometer safety range.
Right, well that's telling me that the Aurora's drive core is continuing to be a problem. Nothing else to say about that at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can find the rest of that copper and collect that. Sorry, I've lost my bearings slightly. I know it was someplace close to us. I think I can see it over there. Yeah, it was in that thing, wasn't it? So, we're just going to go around hitting more of these things. This thing here, I'll collect that while it's here. It's a creature egg. We can use that for breeding some of the larger creatures that you can't catch by hand. Like these things here, these things swimming around, these little fish, they can just be picked up. But some of the larger things, like those stalkers that were chasing me before, they can't be. So, where was that thing? Yeah, here. So we'll collect the ones on the surface first, and then we'll go inside that thing and just collect all the things in there. At least I think so. We're collecting quite a lot more than I thought we would. We'll see how much we've got left in our space in our inventory before I decide on that. Get that salt as well. It's always good in the early stage of the game to collect salt when you see it. Oh, I got close to them. Those are gasopod. They release gas when you get too close to them and they hurt you. But other than that, they're very docile creatures. They don't try and go for you, it's just a defensive mechanism. So we've got a good amount of copper to be starting with at the moment. Let's go and get those acid mushrooms now. As you can see, there's lots of choice where I get them from. I'm going to get them from down here. The thing is, things don't respawn in this game, so I like to get them from places where you're not going to miss them from the environment, because these acid mushrooms do look nice. Now I don't care how many I get as long as I get an even number. So that's now an even number. I'll get 2 more. And let's go back to the escape pod again. We can get some more copper from here if we need it. I might hit that one as well because of... Oh no, I can't. I haven't got the room. I filled myself up perfectly. And let's drink something as well when we get back, because that's getting a little bit low. And let's listen to this message, second one coming through. It's just a comedy one from the developers. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Presumably that will be changed to something slightly more relevant when, you know, during the development phase. So, in order to create a bit of inventory space, we're going to make those batteries now. We need 2 bits of copper for a copper wire that we're going to be needing later. A bit like the how I made the lubricant when I needed the creepvine seed clusters as well. And then with the rest of the copper and the acid mushrooms, we're going to make batteries. Right, and with those batteries, we should be able to make some things, but we might not have everything. Yeah, I'll put the glass into my inventory, and now we'll be able to we can make a scanner. That's used for scanning things in the world.
Seismic readings suggest
Oh,
a
what's
quantum
this?
detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Here we are, explosion time.
3, 2.
Time to find out if we're a kilometre away or not.